Audio article by the Common Constitutionalist entitled, "A Well-Deserved Light Finally Being Shown on Democrat Voter Fraud." I'll give Donald Trump props for at least one thing. He has and still is causing the needle to move on some very important issues which would otherwise get little press. Early on, it was illegal immigration and building the wall. To his credit, he brought this topic to the forefront. Then it was the Muslim/refugee issue. Again, he spearheaded the attention brought to this subject. And now, thanks to the Donald's recent debate declaration about shady electioneering, everyone is talking about voter fraud. And just like every other political topic, battle lines have been drawn. The ones who are having the fraud perpetrated on them, the Republicans, are raising alarms all over the nation. And the ones perpetrating the fraud, the Democrats, are saying it's all much ado about nothing. But then you go back, watch and listen to the two senior Democrat operatives and others highlighted in James O'Keefe's Project Veritas video, and anyone with a brain must conclude that these two will do and have already done anything to get Hillary elected. And you don't have to watch for too long, as 4 seconds into the first video, the evil SOB Scott Fovel states emphatically that it doesn't matter what the frickin' legal and ethics people say, we need to win this MF'er. Viewing those videos makes things clearer than ever that Democrats cannot win without cheating. It's like it's in their DNA, and O'Keefe highlighted but two of the major players. From this, one can only conclude that there are hundreds or thousands of crooked operators downstream conducting illegal operations, all to get the head criminal elected, Hillary. But it's not like this is anything new for Democrats. Heck, John Kennedy couldn't even beat Richard Nixon without cheating. His campaign literally stole the election, and Nixon, to his credit at the time, simply refused to contest the obviously fraudulent result for fear of dividing the nation. My, how things have changed. Now Democrats can only win by doing exactly that, dividing the nation, as well as voter intimidation, as was demonstrated in Philadelphia by the new Black Panther Party in 2012. And then there's voter fraud, which won Al Franken his 2008 Senate seat, and busing in masses of illegal voters to polling places, which they admit on video, and has been being done for decades. Al Franken's 2008 Senate race was won by a mere 312 votes, and all of them were illegally cast. A conservative group checked the voter rolls, and the group identified 1,099 felons, all ineligible to vote, who had voted in the Franken-Coleman race. Gee, I wonder who every one of them voted for. But it didn't matter to those in charge of this deep blue state. Franken was declared the winner, and that was that. And now all eyes are on Texas as more and more Texans turn in mail-in ballots to cast their votes in presidential elections. So many more absentee ballots are being issued that it has prompted Aaron Harris, a Republican political consultant from North Richland Hills, Texas, to call for and promote an election integrity tip hotline. He's offering up to $5,000 reward for any election fraud-related tip that leads to a felony conviction. Naturally, the Democrats are crying foul, claiming this is a systematic and deliberate attempt to suppress votes in the Latino community, specifically attacking the elderly. But how can that be when there are Democrat operatives like DZ Pinton DeCabrier from Florida, who was convicted of voter fraud in 2013. She was in possession of absentee ballots and was keeping a list of elderly Hispanic voters, many of whom were deaf, blind, or had Alzheimer's. Now, aren't those the same people the Dems in Texas are complaining about being suppressed by Republicans? The Democrats can cry all they want about no evidence of widespread fraud, but when I see a man holding a smoking gun above a dead victim, I need no more evidence. Thanks for listening.